If Animals Built Your House. Words by Bill Wise. Pictures by Rebecca Evans. Read to you today by Mrs. Tabaka. If animals built your house, would you want to live in it? If a tree squirrel built your house, no one could ever sneak up on you. Your house might look just like a jumble of leaves, but it's really a tightly woven, waterproof ball. No hard walls here. This furry builder uses its body like a rolling pin to make a soft, cozy room. Just watch out for that first step out your front door. If mound termites built your house, you'd always have friends to hang out with. 2 million of them. You'd live in the tallest structure built by animals, created by tiny architects no bigger than a grain of rice. Your tower would be made of dried mud, saliva, and poop, sturdy enough to last for 100 years. Don't get lost in the dark tunnels. If a red grouper built your house, you'd never have to take off your scuba gear. This hard worker excavated sand to get down to hard rock on the ocean floor, but the grouper didn't need a digger and dump truck to do the job. It used its mouth. It not only built a house for you, but for your neighbors too. How do you feel about sharing your room with a lobster? If a colony of honeybees built your house, you could scoop gobs of honey off your walls. You'd have to squeeze into a super tiny room, tightly packed next to thousands of others. It could get deadly hot inside, but don't worry. Worker bees would spend hours fanning their wings of 230 beats per second to cool it down. If a chimpanzee built your house, you'd snooze high in the rainforest canopy as leopards prowled below. Chimps get lots of practice weaving comfy nests. They build a new one every night. That's 365 new nests every year. Once tucked into a cup of branches and leaves, you'd never have to worry about falling out. But you'd better bring an umbrella. Your house doesn't have a roof. If a foam nest tree frog built your house, you'd be able to fish from your front door. Your female builder would have produced a sticky liquid from her body and whipped it into a foam with her legs to create your bubbly home. No jumping up and down in this house. In 7 days, the floor will disintegrate and you'll fall into the pond below. Can you swim? If a satin bowerbird built your house, you'd have the fanciest place on the block. This bird is the ultimate artist of the animal kingdom. Hope you like blue. It's the satin bird's favorite color. You'd have blue stones, seeds, bottle caps, and even blue straws decorating your yard. Twig walls would be coated with special paint, chewed up berries mixed with bird saliva. If a polar bear built your house, you'd live under a dazzling display of northern lights. Using her huge paws, your Arctic architect would have carved you a snug cave in the deep snow. Hope you like to take long naps, because once you crawl in, you'll be there for the entire winter. Better bring your mittens so you can dig your way out in the spring. Looks pretty cozy to me. If alligators built your house, you would have two styles to choose from. Is relaxing in a hot sauna your idea of fun? Then you might want a female alligator to build your house. A nest of rotting plants is always hot and wet. Or maybe you prefer to submerge yourself in a gator hole, an underwater tunnel made by a male alligator. Take your pick. If a pack rat built your house, you'd never have to clean your room. Pack rat houses are always a mess. You'd live in a tangle of sticks, rocks, and plants cemented together with crack pea. You'd never know what your living room would look like because these hoarders would add something new each night. Everything from junk to jewelry. Shiny is best. If beavers built your house, you'd be living inside an island in the middle of a pond. Beavers are more than just builders, they're environmental engineers. Before they build your stick home, they first had to make a pond. Now that's what you call waterfront property. Don't forget where to find the secret underwater entrance. Hmm. So, what kind of house would you build? And here we have the critter constructions, what and why animals build. This is a pretty informational page that talks about all of the animals that were in the story today in a little bit more detail. It says down here, animals build for survival. They need safe places to give birth and raise their young. Their structures give them shelter from harsh weather and protection from predators. Some houses help them attract a male or catch food.
If Animals Built Your House was a Charter Oak Book nominee for 2021-22, do you think this book could win?